Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing y'all how I transform my old wig. Starting off with my powder lightener, I'm just going to pour all the contents into the container and start mixing it into my mixing bowl. I will say right now, this step, I would suggest y'all to wear a face mask or even wear gloves because all of these chemicals mixed together were very strong. So if you have a mask or if you don't, go out and get one before you start this process because it was very strong. I'm going in with my 40 volume developer. I'm using 40 volume so that the hair can bleach as fast as possible. You wouldn't want to use a 10 volume developer because it will take the hair forever to lift in a project like this where you're going from black to blonde. Here, I'm not measuring the mixing bowl. You just want an even ratio of powder to liquid. And then I'm applying it to my test strip. No matter how long you've been bleaching hair, I would suggest always using a test strip so you can know how long to leave this bleach on your hair to achieve whatever color you're trying to achieve. So I let that sit for about 45 minutes, and as you can see, that test strip is much lighter. Now I'm going in with my last bundles to my wig. I was just evening it up, getting all the knots out, and I'm going to just start applying the peroxide. As you can see, if you look at my peroxide bottle, it's like fluffed up. I put a paper towel over it while I was waiting 45 minutes. Don't do that. It was about to explode, I guess. So let it just sit open or only mix a little bit for your test strip and then come back and mix more for your bundles. But here I'm just applying it a lot all over the hair. I want all of my hair to be one even blonde color. I don't want it to be ombre. As you will see, as I get closer to the track of the hair, I'm going to start stroking my brush vertically along that dividing line of that bleach to black hair so that it can blend seamlessly. You don't want to have a blunt straight across bleached look and then the black is just straight across, a blunt look. You want to start slicing your brush vertically as you get to the top of that bleach so that it looks blended. Here I'm also going to flip open that track because you want to make sure you're getting all the hair. Like you're going to see when I flip open this track, it's still black pieces in there that I didn't touch. So make sure you are taking your time, you're spreading out the hair as I'm doing right there, and you're getting all the hair with product on it. Here, as you can see, a lot of hair I missed. So flip open your tracks and apply more bleach to it. Make sure you're getting every hair covered because in a look like this where you're going for an all blonde look, you don't want any black pieces or you don't want any orange pieces. You want it all to get colored the same time, the same color. So yeah, that's basically what I do, and I'm just showing you here the edges, how it's like distressed, it's not even. So that's how it needs to look. That bleach part from the black part, it needs to look distressed and not a straight line across. And then I just repeat the steps on my next 3 bundles. Here I ran out of developer mix, so I had to quickly mix some more. Y'all, just mix enough for all of your bundles because then you're going to have to hurry and speed to hurry up and get it mixed so your tracks aren't starting to process. Guys, don't be like me, all right? Don't be like me. I know this part of me just bleaching the hair like may seem tedious and repetitive and a little boring, but I wanted to include every step I did in this process so that y'all could really see the steps and the process of going from black to blonde. So it may be a little repetitive, but just hang in there. The finished look is coming soon, and what I do next after I've waited about 45 minutes for this hair to lift, I'm going to go in with some, over the counter store-bought hair dye. I did forget to post which exact hair dye I used, but don't worry, I found it online and I will have it listed below. Please pay attention to before I put this blonde dye on my hair, my tracks are dry. So that means I have to rinse out the peroxide developer out of the tracks, wash them a little bit if I wanted, or just rinse them out in general, and then blow dry them before I go in with the hair dye. Hair dye will not take to wet hair, or depending on which ones you get, but make sure you read the instructions on your box dye because your hair will need to be dry or unwashed. It'll take better to the hair. One thing I will say is buy at least 2 to maybe even 3 boxes of hair dye depending how much hair you have, because this one bottle of hair dye I had, it was really just not enough. Like, it was not enough, but I did stretch it out and I did make it work, but I was scared, like it wasn't enough. But yeah, here just simple, just adding that hair dye to all of the tracks, doing it the same way. And I let this sit on the hair for about another 45 minutes to let it really lift. And I just rinsed the hair out and, blow dried it, everything, conditioned it, and, remade my wig. I did cut the hair while it was on my head, so I didn't do any correct measurements or anything. But this is how I colored it basically. If y'all want to see a video of how I cut and styled the wig, I can do that on my next wig for y'all, not a problem. And also, if y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If I missed something or if something was confusing about this video or if you do things differently, let me know. Like, it's all a learning process here. And here's the finished look of how the wig turned out.